pursued wisdom and skill in your chosen field where it is taught with scientific methodology. People often confuse my voicing dreams of going back to film school as humility, that too false humility. Believe me, it's truly humility that time and experience has taught me, that too not very kindly. I have learned little tricks in the time I spent in the film industry, a little more than half a century. What took me nearly 25 years to learn could easily be taught to me in a proper film school in 5 or 7 years. The only difference and a happy compensation was that I was earning through the process of learning instead of spending on my education. I guess that's a good trade-off. While India is poised for a leap in many fields, in my own field of activity, we are preparing the ground for India to become truly an international contestant in the global market. We want India not to become complacent with a happy captive home market of 1.2 billion. We want India to set world standards. We have done it before. We have been the forerunners and actual practitioners of the civil disobedience, an idea presented as a theory by Henry David Thoreau. We actually put it to practice. Thanks be to Mr. Rajagopalachari, popularly known as Rajaji, and our own Mr. Mohandas Karamchand Gandhi. India became a trendsetter for giants like Mr. Martin Luther King and Mr. Mandela to emulate. Those vigilant gentlemen have made it possible for me to speak fearlessly, but with responsibility today. I respect the way their freedom to speak was won. On a rare occasion, freedom of speech was won, taking on violence without returning it in kind. A very hard act to follow. To take on violence with non-violence needs extraordinary valor. Not without reason does Gandhiji, an otherwise humble man, openly brag about ahimsa being the highest form of valor. That's why probably the 24th Tirthankara, the saint in the Jainic religious order, the champion of ahimsa, was called Mahavira, the great warrior. Ahimsa is difficult to achieve. It is not done merely by turning vegetarian. Being a vegetarian and yet showing apathy to a fellow human being is purpose defeated. In my mind, there is this constant tussle between Darwin's theory and the fascinating concept of ahimsa. Well, that's another subject for another podium, another debate. Once again, I remind myself and you to be on constant vigil. Any government, institution, or religion trying overtly or covertly to coerce your mind to suit a narrow selfish purpose with disregard to larger society is something we should all be wary of. I, as an actor, found that dialogue always enhanced my performance. And soliloquy, if I'm not careful, made me look like a ham. They had given me 20 minutes. I don't know whether they've taken that much time, but in favor of dialogue, I relinquished whatever time was left over and would like to enhance my performance in the dialogue.